So you're looking at the title and going, this guy must be crazy. The G8X is not the best gaming phone. Let me tell you why it probably is. Now, a lot of you are going, what about, the Red Magic 3 or the ROG Phone 2? Yes, those are great gaming phones, but I think the G8X has something those phones just cannot do. And that's having dual displays. And that's really key and important because of what LG has now added to this. Now the V50 had that early on and we saw what it could do, but the control pad still needed some more work. Now, what this device has is a dual screen case that comes with it. If you buy it, you're gonna get that case from any of the carriers, or even if you're getting it directly from LG. Retails for about $700. You can get this phone for about $0 down now, so that's nice. But that case comes with a display that has the same resolution as the phone, 2340 by 1080. You've got a Snapdragon 855 processor, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage, dual camera setup, a 4000 milliamp battery to drive all this in there. Now, what I like about it for gaming is simply this. I can hold it like this, as you can see, and I can start gaming. It's kind of like the Nintendo DS, right? And you can go from game to game having different controller setups. That to me is truly amazing. I can actually play the way I want to. The cool thing about it is, yes, you can take the G8X out and you can play with just the screen and it works out pretty well. But your hands are crowding that display. You don't see everything you want to see. This is the best way, I think, to actually game on a mobile device. Now, without even talking too much, let me show you some of the games. I'm gonna go through a couple of games, Call of Duty, PubG Mobile, so you can see what I'm talking about and how I use the different controller setups to do what I think makes this the best gaming smartphone.
Tied for the lead.
So you can clearly see that moving from controller to controller is really simple and easy. And the idea of having that makes a lot of sense. Now, LG setup is a little convoluted. You must open the gamepad app on the secondary display so that the setup shows on your bottom display, and the top display, of course, is where you're viewing the game. But setting up the controller and also remapping the buttons is super easy. You can do it for any game out there. It's responsive and works well. I will only say this. With playing shooters like Call of Duty Mobile and PubG, you probably saw my gameplay sessions look really, really bad. Not because I'm bad at Call of Duty Mobile, because I'm actually better in that game. It's because I'm still having a hard time switching from my right joystick to shoot and moving forward. What I wish this case had, trigger buttons, either physical buttons or even I was able to remap the volume button as a trigger button. That would be great. But I wish it had physical trigger buttons here on this case and will make it absolutely perfect for me. Besides that, using it for every game worked out well. Now, in terms of temperatures, the G8X hit around 96 degrees in terms of the gameplay session that I had and showed here. It was about an hour and a half of gameplay. I started at 40%, it went down to about 15-16%. So take it as you will for battery. Battery life on this is actually pretty good considering it's running 2 displays at the same time. And my buddy, the Unlocker, did a video day in the life on that, so go ahead and check it out. You actually see some of his battery estimates for it. I was quite impressed with what it does with this 4,000 milliamp battery. Now, besides gaming, you have that dual screen setup. It's great for you reading content, watching the video on the other screen, multitasking in different ways. Yeah, there are ways to actually have both, use both displays at the same time, but there's a huge gap. So using it as dual displays works very well. I can see why Microsoft decided to make the Surface Duo, and this makes a lot of sense. So let me know what you think. Do you disagree with me that this is probably the best gaming smartphone currently in the market? Yeah, I know it doesn't have an 855 Plus and it's at 6 gigs of RAM, but performance wise it was able to run PubG at its max setting as extreme. Temperatures didn't hit super high notes, and the sound quality is really good. Remember, LG still has a headphone jack with a quad DAC. Best headphone jack in the business. The sound also from this was really good, as you heard while I was gaming. So if you have any questions or any comments, let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to like and share this video, favorite this video, subscribe to the channel, and always enjoy your entertainment.